Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Shalise. If you're new, I said that already. My name is Shalise. I'm a 40-year-old mama, wife, and worker bee. I am on this YouTube channel documenting our personal journey to financial freedom. So I'm big into investing. No, I'm not a financial advisor. No, I'm not a fiduciary. No, I'm not a professional YouTuber. I am an average investor, a regular person in these investing streets when the market is up, when the market is down, when the market is ugly. Being consistent and trying to motivate a lot of other people to get started. I was self taught. My husband was self taught. We don't come from money, but guess what? We are learning. We are making the time to elevate and educate ourselves and hopefully motivating all of y'all. Okay. So subscribe, like, and share. And let's get started. So today we're going to be talking about our investing plan for the month of May. So first off, it's May. We're already 5 months into 2025. So again, all of those financial goals we all made back in January, we need to make sure that we are staying on top of those goals. Maybe we cannot, do all of them. That's okay. But make sure that we actually achieve at least one of those goals in 2025 because the time goes by fast. So again, we are doing our monthly investing plan. This tracker is in my investing planner. I did create an investing planner from scratch. It is up on my website, mt1finance.com. Thank you to the many, many, many of you. I think we sold out like 6 or 7 times. Okay. Thank you so much. I am already putting the groundwork together for the 2026 launch, which will be later this year. I got a lot of good stuff. I've been talking to a lot of good people, getting a lot of good tips and direction. It's going to be a good one. So y'all make sure you stay tuned. But for 2025, it's not too late. You can get the digital one up on my website and let's get started. Okay. So the goal amount for May extra is 2,000. So when you see this, this is extra money. We already are putting money into a Roth saving for the Roth because we have to do the backdoor Roth, my husband and I, but we do it in one lump sum transaction, if that makes sense. So we have to put the money in a high yield savings account and then 7,000 for him, 7,000 for me, then do the whole shebang. We've been doing that for a couple of years now. So that's the backdoor Roth. I do have videos on it, so make sure you check out my playlist. We do the 401ks, the HSAs. We are already investing a lot of money every month. We have a high savings rate, right? Some people, spend their money on cars, going out to eat, doing this, doing that. We spend our money on assets. It's just, what we decide to do at this stage in our life because we want to retire early, okay? Um, and then we invest for our kids. So you can see the money affirmation for this month. Look at this. Because when I read this, I was like, ooh, this is a powerful one. My time is incredibly expensive. And it's not so much just the money aspect because yeah, you should get paid for your time. I had to learn how to advocate when it comes to my worth. I needed to make sure that I had the proof, right? The receipts, because you can't just walk up and say, hey, I deserve a raise or a promotion and there's no track record. Um, but making sure that people know that I am a valuable asset as well. But also that time, right? Like time, a lot of us, we waste a lot of time because I know I did. And time is the one asset that we really cannot get back. Once we lose it, that's it. And so I want to make sure that my husband and I are redeeming the time so that we can go through this life feeling like, you know what, we made a positive impact. We helped a lot of people. We, did right by the money that we were given, those things. And so, time is an incredibly, important asset for all of us to have. And I hope that you all are using your time wisely as well. And another thing about this is that, even if you wasted a lot of time, it's never too late to start. You want to know what the first investment was that we ever made, our first stock purchase? And you guys tell me yours down below. Our first stock purchase we ever made was in Microsoft. Now, when we first started learning about investing in stocks and retirement, right? I came across something Peter Lynch said. He said, just buy what you use already. Essentially, that's what it was. Buy what you already use. And I was on a computer and guess what I was using? Microsoft Word. And I was using Microsoft for years, and I had no clue Microsoft was traded on the stock market. I knew who Bill Gates was. Though I didn't know anything about the stock market, I would hear him like in rap songs and on movies and shows, like his name's reference, like, okay, this is the richest guy in the world. type of thing. I even knew what he kind of looked like. He wore glasses. He was, like a smart guy. But that was like the extent of what I knew. But I realized, or my husband and I realized when we first started to learn, we said, okay, we're going to buy what we use. And right there on the computer was Microsoft. And just that was the first one. That was the absolute first. And that changed everything because it opened our eyes to so much when it comes to not just money management, but that your money can actually grow. Remember, I came from the hood, right? So, the stock market, I think the closest thing to it was like people on the street, doing street pharmaceuticals, if you know what I mean. That was like the closest thing, or maybe like people playing spades. Oh my goodness. Ugh, playing cards. But I had no clue about the stock market, and people that I knew had no clue about it. But once we started to educate ourselves and we began to learn and learn more, we realized, oh my goodness, investing is a game changer. So that Microsoft investment really set us on the trail we are now, right? To being you hear the M? Multi millionaires, getting into real estate, getting into private IPO, which we did close. I think I mentioned that earlier this year. We were getting into private investing. We did close on that transaction, and we have gotten some merch, which is pretty cool. But yeah, it started us on this track record buying Microsoft. That was the first stock we ever bought. So I wanted just to take 2 minutes out of this video just to really talk about, that I didn't know, but I heard, buy what you own. Make sure, once you learn more, start researching. But I knew about Microsoft. I knew about Bill Gates, and that was pretty much it. So that put us on the path that we are on now. So let me know down below, like, what was your first stock? And I'll give away a $25 Amazon e-gift card. Put hashtag Mommy Trader, Mommy Trader, all lowercase caps, hashtag Mommy Trader, and tell me the first stock you ever bought and why. Like why? And make sure you subscribe too. Okay, so let's come down here to money goals for the month. So, pay senior dues. I have a senior right now in high school, and let me tell y'all, if you have small children or even like preteen, start saving for 12th grade now because it's senior dues, it's class trip. Hashtag we're going to Tennessee. So senior dues, prom, all of that, save now. Cap and gown, all of it. And that costs money. So that's another reason why this amount is a little bit lower is because look, we got to pay for this. The second goal is to continue to dollar cost average. The market is very volatile. There is an investment saying, sell in May, go away. That's the saying that I've heard even when I was researching 11 years ago now, is sell in May and go away. A lot of investors will sell their stocks. They will go and enjoy their summer and then come back sometime around September or whatever, and maybe even August and start buying again. I'm going to continue to dollar cost average, even if the market is crappy. And the third goal is to just increase our staking funds. That's another reason why this amount is a little bit lower, is because we want to increase our savings for car maintenance, home maintenance, things like that, because inflation is real and things are going up. Prices are going up. So we want to make sure that we are reevaluating our sinking funds or savings accounts to make sure they are meeting the demands of inflation. Now, stocks or funds we want to buy. So SCHD, I've been doing that $10 a week since October. Sometimes I'll throw in a couple of dollars in extra. It's no more than 50, just so that you can see small amounts add up. I have many videos about it. Scroll back, check them out. But just continue with that. Another thing we want to do is to build more SCHG and main right here. So I think we have, I'm not buying anything right now. We have, what is it, 240 shares. So I think by by the end of May we should have that. It's same with Main Street as well. We're close to our goals there. And then we want to get 4 shares of COSTCO and 15 shares of Visa. If you've been following me for a while, you know we've been trying to build these up. Both of these are not cheap stocks. Okay, Costco is almost at $1,000 per share. Visa is like $340 a share. So they're not cheap, but we're just going to continue to slowly build up, right? Get to our share size goal, and then once we get there, readjust if we need to. Okay. Pre-tax and after-tax investing, this never changes. So all of the 401k contributions, Roths, HSAs, all that is the same. Investing challenge, we're investing $1 a day into VXUX. That was the poll that I put up. It's in my community post, so scroll back, it's there. that you all voted on. And so it's designed to show you small amounts do add up, be consistent, and learn how to research. So VXUX would get us some international exposure. So that's the pick for Q2. Continue to add money to the kids' accounts, because let me tell y'all, college and everything surrounding it is pricey. So the sooner you start, the better. And even if you can't pay all of the college for the kids, giving them $10,000 towards it is great. Giving them $20,000 towards it is great. But again, the sooner you start, the better. And then some after-tax investing. I shared this with my Dividend and Finance private group about some of the investments and stocks we're looking at. So that's an incentive to join the groups. We do meet at the end of May again. So make sure you join us. We have a great time over there. But the goal is to research and buy more AI as well, especially for the future. And then notes to sell. So I left this here because I did share this before. Stock market pullbacks are huge opportunities to buy assets on sale, right? If you can buy, again, Microsoft, I just spent some time talking about that today. Microsoft on sale. You can buy Google. How many of us use Google on a regular basis? You can buy some good ETFs and mutual funds on sale. So they are opportunities for sales in good companies and in good funds. I also, look at this, another affirmation. I attract financial stability. I know how it feels to be unstable with finances, to be stressed, to lose sleep, to feel doubtful, to feel guilty about the mistakes I've made. But now, moving forward in my future, stability, okay? Then a purpose and why, simply to achieve a financial future free from worry. Again, I grew up feeling stressed and anxious about money, worrying about money. Young adult years, early in my marriage, the same thing. Now that I know better, I do better, and I want a future that's free from all of that, okay? And then what we're watching, reading, or listening to, we have been having a great time in our Dividend Finance group. The next session, we will be finishing up The Intelligent Investor. It's been a really, really good read. It's been a great read, and we really have been loving it. So shout out to all of you. And yeah, we've been just having a good time over there. So this is our plan for the month of April. Like I said, that Microsoft stock back in the day, woo, that changed everything. That changed everything. That was the investment, because we saw the light with that one. We saw the light. And we don't know everything there is to know about investing. I don't think anyone really does. You're always learning and educating yourself more and more and more. I think as human beings, period, no matter what the topic is, we always can learn and kind of elevate and be better. But that was the one that kind of clicked. Like, oh my goodness, this thing that we use all the time, like Microsoft Word, is actually a company traded on the stock market, and people actually can create wealth that way. So, and receive a dividend. Ooh, yes. Now y'all know, right? So again, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you want your digital tracker, check out my website, mt1finance.com. You want to join your groups, you want to do a private session with me and you. All of that is up on my website, which is down below in the description box. Make sure, again, you enter the giveaway. It will not be listed in the title or the thumbnail. You have to watch the video. Make sure you put the hashtag and answer the question about what was the first stock you ever purchased and why. Again, guys, thank you so much. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.